Welcome to the Women Who Hunt podcast, a space where we share real stories from the field, celebrate women in the outdoors and inspire the next generation of hunters. From first-time adventures to lifelong pursuits, this is where passion and community meet. The Women Who Hunt podcast is proudly supported by Gun Traders Australia, Australia's trusted marketplace for hunters and shooters. Visit guntraders.com.au and be part of the community, as well as the Hunting Australia Facebook group, the country's leading online hunting and outdoors community, bringing together over 100,000 passionate hunters who live and breathe the hunting lifestyle. Hunting Australia is now officially a club you can join. Join today at huntoz.com.au and use the discount code GUNTRADERS to receive 10% off your membership. Now, let's get into today's episode. Welcome back to the Women Who Hunt podcast. Today I'm joined by someone who's become a powerful voice for women in the outdoors. Kadz, who is also known as Kadz Huntress on Instagram. Kadz grew up learning the skills of hunting from her dad, and now she's passing those same lessons on to her son, creating a true generational story of heritage, connection, and the outdoors. You might have seen her featured on The Project, where she spoke about breaking down stereotypes, showing that women belong in this space too. In this conversation, we'll dive into her journey from those early days hunting with her dad and the proud moments of teaching her son, and what it really means to carry forward a legacy of ethical, sustainable hunting. Kadz, welcome to the podcast. I am so excited to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Your story's inspired so many women in the hunting community. For those who may not know you yet, do you want to just tell us a little bit about who you are and what hunting means to you?
Yeah, absolutely. So my full name is Kadz Huntress, but you can call me Kadz. I'm known as Kadz Huntress, and I also am known as Life of a Huntress. So my dream was to empower other women to follow their dreams, not necessarily only hunting, but anything they aspire to achieve in life, to follow and make their dreams come true. And I just wanted to show people that women are more than capable of achieving anything they put their minds to. And I wanted my kids to also see that their mum can do anything she wants to do, and they're able to do the same thing and follow their dreams as well.
That's amazing. That's a true legacy being demonstrated in real life right there.
Thank you.
So can we talk a little bit about your entry into hunting? So you learnt to hunt from your dad, is that right?
Yes. So as a young kid, I used to watch my dad. He was a bird hunter. And once he's finished, we'll go collect all the birds and my mum will clean them, prepare them for cooking. So we would watch the whole process. And every time my dad wanted to go on a hunting trip, we would watch our mum preparing all the gear. And not only hunting, we would go with him mostly on fishing trips as well. We'd do overnight fishing trips. So we never bought fish, and I continued on with that legacy of not buying fish as well.
Yep.
So
did I see on somewhere that you also fly fish?
No, I don't fly fish.
No?
No.
Sure, I saw a photo of you fly fishing. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's something I have never done. I'm going to ask her about that.
Well, I haven't tried it. I used to sell the gear back when I worked at, outdoor stores. But, and I would give people some, ideas on what to do, because we were taught to do, give that information to our customers. But me personally, I've never tried it. I would love to.
I might have seen a photo of you doing a demonstration or something. Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, I want to give it a crack as well. So that's why I was asking the question.
It's a skill. It's an art in itself.
100%. So talk us through, like, so
Mm.
you would go out. So what birds would Dad target?
Yeah, so quails and pigeons, things
Yep.
like that. He would travel to Victoria for, the ducks and quails, and comes back home with all the birds, which was awesome. And we also had a farm. We grew up. I was lucky. I had the best of both worlds. So we had a house in suburbia and then a house on the farm in Leppington of
Oh,
New South
wow.
Wales. Um, so he had to do, the pest control on there as well, which was,
Yep.
very well known with vegetable farmers as well. So yeah, we grew up on a vegetable farm. We learned how to, plant and, you know, grow our own vegetables for the house. And my mum had her goats. She'll milk the goats and make her cheese and yogurts and things like that. So
Yep.
I learned all that from mum and dad, which is awesome.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that whole, like, even like the goat milk and the goat cheese and the
Yeah.
veggies and so what sort of pests would Dad have to go and get on the vegetable farm?
So foxes, cats,
Yep.
things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rascals that just that make farm life a little bit challenging,
Oh,
hey?
absolutely. Absolutely. Because we had all the, the hot houses as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it would get really hot in there, and in winter you would find more pests like rats and things like that in there. So you'd have to shoot
Ah,
them. Yeah, it was
yep.
mostly those kinds of pests.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Uh, yeah, joys of living on a farm, hey?
yeah, it's awesome though.
Oh, yeah, we had 10 acres just outside of the city here on the coast, and
Right.
yeah, definitely the best time of my life was living out there and
Yeah.
knowing exactly where your food comes from. That's the thing
Oh,
that I absolutely love.
it's the best
Um,
feeling.
yeah, and having like I get a bit funny, but some like people are like, "Oh my god, like there was a bug on my lettuce." I'm like, "That's how you know that stuff's fresh."
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny. It's like, for example, when you're out, like, you take new people out fishing or hunting, and after you've skinned and gutted the animal and, you've retrieved the meat or cleaned the fish, and then you end up eating something out of your hands that
Yep,
have dry blood and, gunk from the fish or whatnot. And they look at you stunned, like, how do you do it? I'm
it's
like,
all
this is
part
part of
of it
nature.
though.
It's part of nature. You don't, it's not disgusting. It's a natural thing, and it's not something that's rotten or dirty or anything like that. It's clean
Brand
at
new
the end of the day.
fresh. It was
Yeah.
breathing just a minute ago. Like
Yeah,
it's not like it's been sitting somewhere.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's funny though. It's so funny. I love watching their reaction. It's awesome.
Do you find that a lot of people then lead with curiosity? Like, oh, hang on. So that's, did the questions then come?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And what I find funny, and I remind them like later on when they become hunters or anglers and they start
Mm.
doing the same thing, and I remind them of what they did earlier on, and we have a chuckle. It's hilarious. Yeah. And they start understanding like it is something natural, and it's been happening for centuries.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. And so, how old do you reckon you would have been when you were following Dad around when he was when he was going for his
Oh
hunts and stuff?
gosh. Can't remember. So I remember with fishing since I could ever remember, even
Yep.
beforehand, like my parents would tell us I was just a baby and we were out every weekend. Um, but with hunting, it's not much that I went with him. It was
Yep.
more if it happened on the farm, or on our land. But
Yeah.
other than that, like with his actual trips, we didn't go. It was
Yeah.
mostly with his mates, and when my brothers grew up, they would go with him. No one ever thought that I would pursue hunting, as a female in the family.
That's
Well, guess
awesome.
what? I shocked them. Yes.
Surprise!
Oh,
Uh,
I was watching like an eagle growing up. Everything they did, even when they you know, when you slaughter a lamb or a cow or whatnot for the house and friends,
Yep.
I would watch everything, and I learnt just by watching, you know.
It's so interesting, hey?
Yeah, yeah. And my siblings
We
would
had
run away and hide. They couldn't watch anything
Oh,
like
wow.
that. Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
just there standing, watching every step.
I was out with some mates, Lawson from Nature's Perks, and
Yeah,
one of the farmers' weaners was getting put on a transporter and broke her leg, so
yeah,
we had to go and euthanize her. And so I was like, right, that's it. And like we hoisted her up on the gimbal, and I'm like, elbows deep in sorting this cow out and getting her gutted and all that sort of stuff. It's just
yeah,
something, I don't know. I can't even explain why it feels so natural and normal, but it
yeah.
just does.
It does. It really
Um,
does. Like with me, when that's happening, I still have that kind of a remorseful feeling.
mm,
It's so hard to describe. And I always say, if you don't have that feeling, at least some kind of sadness in there with a gratitude, there's something wrong, you know?
Oh, 100%
Yeah,
agree. It was so interesting because I was looking down the scope at her,
yeah,
and it was like there was just this moment when it was just me and her, and she was in so much pain,
oh,
and it was like we both exhaled at the same time. Like it
yeah,
was, and I was just so grateful that she was going to be able to provide us with meat, and she
yeah,
was grateful that I was going to be able to take her out of her pain.
exactly. No more
And I
pain and
can't
suffering.
explain how, yeah, it's just a moment in
Yeah,
time that happens, and it was almost like um it was like combined gratitude from both parties.
yeah. Wow.
um
I
yeah,
completely know what you're talking about. Yeah.
and
It's,
it's not until
yeah,
you've kind of done that that you kind of understand that there is that thing.
yeah, yeah,
um
I
which
know.
is another reason why I started these conversations, because the more people that know about the thing that you can't actually articulate until you've been and done it,
Yeah,
the more people that know what that feels like, I think the better.
yeah.
Um,
We need to put out. It becomes educational.
yeah,
Um, we don't have enough out there. As much as we've got the reach of Google and people that post things online, you've got good and bad in every side of culture and sport
yeah,
and it's sometimes when people start searching, they go into the rabbit hole of the bad stuff instead of the good stuff. And there's a lot of bad stuff out there, more details on that than the good, which is
and
which
it
is a
feels like there is
shame.
definitely a bias
Yeah,
towards, and yeah, I don't know how we do it, but I feel
yeah,
like we need to swing the pendulum the other way, because
hmm,
the hunting community and the shooting community are just the most beautiful and amazing humans,
yes,
um, and just so deeply connected to the food and to the, I don't know, just there's like a deep connection, and there's like a community
it's
that's built.
a
Yeah.
tradition that hasn't been lost. Um,
Mm.
that's continued through generations, and we're trying our best, especially this day and age. We're fighting a battle that it feels like we're not winning or we're not reaching the goal, but we are in a way. The
Yeah.
more we put ourselves out there, for example, Meta's always, like with my pages, they're always putting shadow bans, and now I'm
So
watched like a
true.
hawk, but I
Yep.
keep pushing, and I don't
Yep.
let it stop me. I won't let it shut me down, um, unless they
And there's got to
actually
be
shut me
more of us
down.
doing that.
you know. But I keep
Well, we were
posting.
this. Yep,
Yeah,
we were the same. We got put into YouTube jail right at the very, very early part of us posting our
yeah,
YouTube videos, and it was really just about, because I don't come from a hunting background,
yeah,
and we were teaching Ethan, our son, who's nearly 16. We were teaching him the traditions and the all of the ethics and all of those sorts of things. And we were
Yeah.
like, well, you know, this is a story that should be shared. So that we kind of
Yeah.
started the YouTube, no idea what we were doing, started this YouTube channel, and then all of a sudden we got banned, and we were
Yeah.
like, I don't understand. I can't, it didn't make sense to me why something like that would be censored.
Yeah. I know.
When it's about connection, and it's, if people understood where their food comes from,
Yeah.
there'd be a greater level of respect for that food, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. There'll be no waste as well.
Yeah.
No, there's
Yeah.
they'll look after it and utilize every part of it as much as they can.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but when we harvest an animal,
Yeah.
hardly anything
Yeah.
goes to waste
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know, we live like kings for ages, and
Yeah.
our dogs know when we come home from a hunt, and they're like,
Oh,
because
it's
they
the
know that
most
they're about to get
wonderful thing to come
yeah.
through. I love that feeling all the time. Oh, they know. Yeah, they know. They're very smart.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So, are there some lessons that your dad taught you right early in the piece that that you still carry with you when you step out hunting today?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there some of those tradition stuff that he taught and instilled in you that every time you go out you think about that?
Be kind and don't let the animal suffer. That's the number one thing he's always told us in any situation. You know, be kind and don't let the animal suffer. Yeah, that has stuck with me since like all my life. When you hear it all your life, especially even when he wasn't hunting. See, I witnessed more slaughtering than hunting growing up. And
Being on the farm.
yeah, not just by my dad, like by others, like family members doing it, or we go to another family member. We would do that. It would be a big family barbecue, fresh meat.
Oh, beautiful.
And we would always move the lamb or the sheep away from its pack and not do it in front of the other sheep, because my dad and my family used to always say it's cruel to do it in front of its pack, because animals can understand and then they will mourn as well, which is
correct.
yeah. And that stuck with me forever. And I taught my son and my daughters as well the same thing. In any situation, if an animal's hurt or whatever, you look after it, care for it, because it's a soul and it has feelings. And that stuck with me. That's a huge
Lead with
lesson.
kindness.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an important hunting lesson, I think, that that everyone should take away, is that definitely that kindness, and that making sure that the animal is looked after and honoured.
Yeah, exactly. And my dad, he would never shoot a fox or a cat unless it was injured. It was mostly he would shoot like the rats and things like that were affecting vegetables. And that's why we had a bit of a conflict when he knew I was doing pest control with foxes and cats and all that kind of stuff. And but then he told me, after I told him why I was doing it, and it's for conservation and the ecosystem, and it goes with what I work as well, in my background, my field of work. And then he said, yeah, that makes sense because you're protecting the country you're living in. I said, yeah, exactly. So yeah, he gave me the
protecting
all
the
green.
marsupials and yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, protecting the little animals that can't protect themselves because of the introduced species. And
yes. And that
makes
I work in
sense.
that field a lot. So that is something that is really close to my heart, you know, looking after the native flora and fauna.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so your son, you've got him into hunting as well, is that right?
Yes. So he would go out with me even way before he was 12. He was a young boy, goodness, maybe about 7 or 8 when he started. See, I started late because I did not pursue on my own until after I got divorced. And
Okay, yep.
and it was a means of, in a way, when you first get, the first couple of years, you're still financially not 100%. You're trying to
Yep.
put your business first, and you're trying to practically survive. But financially, it was a bit hard. So I thought, why not go hunting and bring back fresh meat for my family, which would last for a couple of months? And that's how I started. And I started taking my kids, and more often my son will travel with me instead of the girls, and started teaching him. And then he got his junior's permit. He shot his first animal, and then I was
Were
teaching
you
him
there for
how to.
that?
Oh yeah, I was.
Yeah. What was his
Definitely.
first animal?
It was a goat.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and I'm staring at the skull now. Like, I've got the head right here. It was a head
How
shot.
good is that?
It was a
Oh,
perfect shot, and yeah, you can see the hole in the head.
a billy
um,
or a nanny?
oh, it was a billy. Yeah,
Oh,
billy, and a
nice.
very old billy. Yeah, he ended up
Yep.
being dog food, but yeah, he ate a bit from the backstrap as a kind of like a celebratory kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what was amazing is seeing his emotions happening while that was happening as well. I think because he's seen me, until this day, sometimes people don't see it. I try to move my face away from them because I've had people laugh at me before, but I always tear up every time I do shoot an animal. Um, it's sort of like
But
I'm
that's
saying,
just the empathy, though.
yeah. And to see my
Yeah.
son do the same, and till now he still does that. Yeah, it's really such an emotional time, and I'm so proud of him
Yep.
that he's that kind to animals, and he won't, muck around. Yeah, I'm so
Yep.
proud of him. So he took all the skills and everything I've taught him, and how he watched me on board, and he's using the same, you know, um, technique, which is
Same ethos
amazing.
and
Yeah,
yep.
yeah,
Wow. You've
yeah.
done a good job by the sounds of it, mate.
Thank you. And it's
And
so
don't hide your
amazing.
face.
No, no, I know,
Stop
I
hiding your
know,
face. You
I
need to.
know. Oh my God, you should see me. Like, last time there was a wallaroo that was injured at work,
Yeah.
and I just started bawling my eyes out because it was suffering. You could tell it was suffering for a couple of hours beforehand, and
Yeah.
we couldn't do anything, even though I was on site. We had to call wires in. Mind you, I'm a wires volunteer, but because I'm on the clock, I could not do anything. So I had to sit there and wait until the animal wasn't suffering. And I was just bawling my eyes out. And my colleagues are
Yeah.
looking at me, they're like, aren't you a hunter? Like, you do that. I go, still, this is heartbreaking. I don't
Yeah.
let the animal suffer. This is killing me just watching it suffering. I
The
can't do that.
creature's in pain and we
Yeah,
can't do anything right now.
yeah, because
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
politics, the politics
Yes.
behind it,
Yeah.
which is unfair, very unfair. Yeah,
Yeah. No. And it's a thing, right? Like
yeah,
there's the bureaucratic stuff that gets in a way of what should just be a natural, normal thing to put something out of its misery,
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I
which
know,
is yeah, yeah.
I know.
It's a whole rabbit hole
Oh
we could
yeah,
fall down into, mate.
yep, yep. I don't want to sink deeper. Yeah, I get very fiery when I start talking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
So is Dad still with us?
Yes, he is.
Is he is? And
Yeah,
what does
but
he
he's
think about your son now?
yeah, everyone's proud of him, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dad still hunts?
No, not anymore.
No?
No, old
No?
age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's proud of what you're doing?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Now we
proud.
mentioned as we were chatting before we hit the record button, that your girls also shoot. Is that right?
Yep. Yep, they
Yeah.
do. They sure do. At the range.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and they love
And they
it.
love it.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Like target shooting, which I'm really proud of, because I would never force a person to hunt an animal until they're comfortable. And I
Yes.
do believe that one day they will become comfortable. They don't mind. So they go with me hunting and they help me. They'll hold the legs, while I'm butchering. They watch the whole process. They help me with that. But they can't shoot an animal yet. They're not comfortable at doing that. And I completely respect that. And I would never force a
And
person to do something they're uncomfortable with.
and
Yeah.
that will come in time or it won't.
Absolutely. Yep.
And both is okay.
Absolutely. And I always say that. And I tell everybody, even when women come to our ladies shooting program, I tell them this is the first step, becoming comfortable with a
Yep.
tool. I call a firearm a tool because, it is part of a tool for a
100%.
hunter or a sports shooter. And I tell them, once you're comfortable, you start understanding that you are in control of that tool. The tool is not in control of you. And you become precise with your aims and targets. And then later on, go out with people and watch them hunt. Recently I took 2 young ladies on a hunting trip that they won through the raffle through my program. I was the shooter, but they got to watch the full process. They got to, go with me on that hunt with my friend Charlie. And, it was just amazing, seeing their reactions every step of the way. And that really motivated them to pursue that later on once they get their firearms license.
That's amazing for them to be able to go out. Well done to you for
Thank you.
opening the door to people that would not normally be able to see that stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been running this program since 2018, and we've had an influx of a high number of women joining the sport, which is amazing.
So let's do shameless plug now, Kadz.
Okay.
Right. So someone wants to, we're calling it the program, we're calling it your work, all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like full guts. Give us the elevator's pitch for what you do and how people can get involved.
All right. So my program is called the SSAA Sydney Ladies Shooting Program, and it's a try-shooting program designed for new shooters or for people who have never ever tried shooting in their life or have no history in the family with shooting. And it's a program that's run through a ticketing system. We've got up to 40 people that can attend, and every proceed goes to a charity. So it is a fundraiser as well. So nothing is pocketed. And I'm trying to, show the world that we are shooters, but we are good people and we give back to the community, and not necessarily only to hunting. It can be for everything, cancer, any project, first responders, hospitals, anyone in need, we try to help as much as we can. And then through that program, I get a lot of sponsors from, firearm shooting stores and suppliers and businesses and companies. And we run a raffle, which also goes towards the fundraiser. And it's amazing. We get the charity to attend also, and they get to shoot, which is also broadening, the shooting sport into areas where they've never had it before.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and that's we try to run it every quarter of the year, and if not, it's run every 6 months at minimum, which is amazing because there's a lot of costs involved. So we need
there would be too.
Yeah. And I'm really, really proud and so grateful to Lithgow Arms, who on my last program, donated all the firearms on the day with the ammunition, and all the, the specs and everything. That was just wonderful. And they're going to support me on every program, which I'm so grateful. And still tongue-tied from it.
Well, when you've got one coming up, make sure you let me know, because we will blast it out through through Women Who Hunt, through Gun Traders, through everywhere we
Thank
can.
you.
So
Thank you.
you've now just got yourself another sponsor, mate.
Oh, you're amazing. Thank you so much. It's wonderful.
I think there needs to be more of it though, and I love
Yeah.
that. I did do a little bit of my homework about what the program was, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to I didn't want to steal your thunder, but I think it's an amazing incentive.
Thank you.
And I love the story of how it became a thing and how it's making a difference and the impact that it's having in such a positive way. So thank you for doing it. And I'm sure it would be a lot of work.
Oh, it is. And I'm so grateful to all the team that, put things together, and it's a lot of hard work and effort. And there's a whole, army of people that are working in this program. And I'm so grateful to them, to all the volunteers as well.
Once the weekend's done though, what's the energy like? How does that feel after you've introduced those new people?
It's like a high of endorphins. When you're like me as a female, I love chocolate, and when I eat it, I get so giddy and excited and happy and full of energy, and that's how I feel straight after the program.
It's cool, hey?
It is, and I go give a massive hug to my kids because they're always by my side helping. They volunteer as well. And,
oh my goodness, really? All 4 of them?
All 4 of them.
Oh,
they're always by my side helping, and they'll travel with me to, on my previous other target shooting programs that we've run through New South Wales. But I'm always so grateful, and after I embrace my kids, I go up to every volunteer and I try my best to not let any volunteer go out empty-handed. I always gift them with something just to say thank you for your effort and hard work, because it is a long day at the end of the day. But everyone's on a high and so excited. You should see the results, towards the end. Everyone's still energetic and they can't wait for the next one. Yeah.
How good is that?
I know.
How good is that?
It is.
And that is amazing for the hunting and the shooting community.
It is.
Because it just demonstrates what an amazing community we actually are part of.
Absolutely.
And bringing new members into that's going to be, it's feeding new blood and new life force in all of the time, which is fantastic.
It is. It is. It's amazing. We're one big happy family, hopefully. Well, it feels like that to me, so it should be.
It must be. It absolutely must be. Absolutely. How could it not be?
Exactly.
So, can we chat about your hunting? Have you got a favourite hunting memory of maybe something with you and your dad, or you and a girlfriend, or you and a mate, or with your son, or what would be your favourite hunting memory of yours?
Yeah, I've got 2. But the ultimate one is, and I'll cherish it in my heart, having my children, watching me grow in this field. But one of my favorite memories is in New Zealand when I took my friend Ali on a trip with me that I won. I got to win a meat hunt, and I gave her the meat hunt because it was her first ever deer. And I paid to shoot an Arapawa ram. I think that's how you say it, Arapawa, the New Zealand ram. Yeah, so I hunted that, and then they let me hunt a meat animal, which was nice.
Oh, wow.
But just watching her reaction from being a anti-hunter to becoming a hunter was such a proud moment for me. And now she's married to a hunter who is a very close friend of mine before I met her. So that was amazing. And I got her to bite from the heart. I did the traditional paint marking, the blood marks on the face, the 2 stripes on each. I went full
guts.
Yeah. She put her hands in. She gutted the animal with the help of the guide. That was lovely to watch. Just to see her grow.
That is a special moment. Yeah.
And then the second memory is when I was hunting with my son and a friend for the red deer. And it was raining that day, and we were jumping from one edge of the, say, hill to the other edge. And I don't know how I slipped, and my son has seen that, and he just grabbed my arm and pulled me up. Like I would have slipped right through. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I know. But on that day, I got the red deer, which was good. And I'm just sitting right underneath it right now.
Oh,
See, everything I have in my room has a story and
yes.
and a memory. And even though I don't consider myself a trophy hunter, but I try to keep every part of the animal as like a respect thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a memory. I every time I look at it, I'm like, I'm so grateful. I ate you. You provided for my family, and I'm keeping you to remember you, not to forget you.
Like a story.
Yes, it's like a memorial
trophy
in a
instead of a
way.
hunting trophy.
Yes,
Yeah. We're exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like the boys got their first red deer together.
Yeah.
And so we couldn't keep the whole. So we've kept the antlers.
Yeah.
The gentleman that we were with kind of did what needed to be done to the skull so that we could keep the antlers.
Nice.
So we've got that, and that's a story piece.
Beautiful.
And then the first goat we got as a family, that's all wrapped and sorted out in the freezer, waiting to go up to a taxidermy.
Nice.
Just waiting in line because taxidermies are
I know.
busy.
I've got a few things waiting. Been waiting for 2 years, and I'm still waiting. But I don't mind. I understand.
Yeah, we're the same. We're like,
yeah,
yep, completely understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's the story, not the trophy, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because it's the story that, and we're the same. Like we take all of the meat, any animal that we harvest, we take all of the meat for food for us or food for the dogs.
Yeah.
And keeping the skull is just another part of that animal that should be honoured and preserved, I think.
Absolutely. Even the hide, like it becomes a carpet. Instead of going out and buying a carpet, you've got it all in one package. You got the food, you've got the carpet, you've got, the skull to remember the animal, and, always say thanks. Like every time I walk past the room, I'm just, my heart just lights up, and I'm like so grateful. I just look at it, and it's just memories and stories. And what I've cooked with it, and yeah. I sound wacko, but
no, not at all. I'm right there with you. So you've just said a word that's like made my brain sparkle, which is cook.
Yeah.
I have been following you, and I've seen that you've got your garden, you've got your herbs and all of those things happening at the moment, and you've just done butter. Is that right?
I did butter on the weekend, and I did some farmer's cheese, and I regularly make my own pot set yogurt every couple of weeks as well. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
So what's your favourite thing to make or cook?
Ooh. See, Mediterranean cuisine. That's like my favorite. And I'm currently, I've been writing it for a couple of years now, but hopefully I'll finish it soon, maybe in another year or two, a cookbook.
Awesome.
Yeah. And it's a lot of the Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, mixed with Italian kind of cuisine, some European as well, some stuff that my son's created, some stuff I've created.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. And I want to include also like a background behind every dish, and how to retrieve and achieve to bring those ingredients in, like a storybook in a way.
What a cool idea.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
And,
I like it.
I was on I had one whole kind of episode on a series about my life and cooking and hunting. It's called Food from the Heart. And it's an
Yep.
international series. You can find it on YouTube now. Finally, it's available on YouTube. Used to be a
Awesome.
pay-per-view.
Okay.
And yeah,
You know what I'm watching once I'm finished doing
you're going
this,
to
don't
watch
you?
it?
Yeah, 100%.
I'll send you the link.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But it'll show you all the food that I've made, all our favorites. So we've got this dish with the fish. It's called samki harra, which is a tahini chili sauce kind of based baked fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. You can make it mild or really like, strong in the chili side of things.
Yep. We like our food spicy in this house.
Nice. I like you.
Yeah.
And then also I made one of our other favorite dishes, which I've made also with venison, tenderloins, which is a raw meat dish, and it's called kibinaye.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
similar
I've never
to
heard of that.
like when you eat a pate, there's like raw meat dishes that you find in
Yep.
the stores. We've got our own different version, and the meat
Right.
we, keep putting it through the processor until it becomes really sticky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's got like cracked darnum in there, which some people call it darnum wheat. It's got capsicum, basil, salt and pepper, extra virgin olive oil, onion, chili, and it's all, blended together into a nice kind of ball, and then you flatten it out in a plate, decorate it, and you eat it with veggies and salad and
Oh,
tabbouleh. Yeah,
yum.
it's really nice. I'm telling you.
I've I've
It's
finished eating dinner, but now I'm like I'm hungry again now.
so good. But it's best done with the freshest meat, it has to be
Yep.
fresh. And another technique to keep it pink, because when you buy it from the store, it's already pink because they put preservatives and color.
Yep.
But there's a technique where you got to cut it into strips, the tenderloin, half freeze
Yep.
it, and then start mincing it. That,
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Okay.
having the ice, like half frozen in the meat keeps the meat from going brown, keeps it red.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So even with later
Because that's
on,
the thing I've noticed.
yeah,
Yep. Like, because we mince our own when we come back. We
yeah,
mince our own.
yeah,
But it always loses that because we cryovac and then freeze.
yeah,
But it always kind of loses that red. And I kind of go, well, that's just because I know exactly what's in it and
yeah,
there's no preservatives.
exactly.
But if you freeze it partially first,
Yes, it will stay
ah,
ready, like red in a way.
look at you dropping the knowledge.
Oh,
Good job.
and if you want to make it more red, instead of putting food coloring, I use capsicum pieces, and you mince
Oh,
it through with it.
yeah.
And it gives it that natural food coloring instead of putting all those fake stuff.
That's clever.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to use the mince into like making it into meatballs. So anything that does have a capsicum ingredient in there, that's what I would do before I freeze
Yeah,
it.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Ethan's all about the capsicum at the
Nice.
moment, so he's going to be really happy with that
Good.
advice.
Awesome. I'm glad my tips are helping. Hopefully.
And I'm sure it's going to help more than just my family.
That's good. I'm glad.
Now, we were just talking a moment ago about you appearing on a series.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the project?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That was interesting.
How did that come about?
I'm not sure, but they also filmed Shauna from Tasmania.
Yep.
She's amazing, and I didn't know she followed my journey for a long time. And I think when they asked her, she recommended me. But I
Oh
can't
my
remember
goodness.
how
How
it
amazing
went.
is that?
I know. I was like, wow, like, I don't know. I was lost for words. I was so grateful. But then the process of me agreeing to be on there took a while because I bombarded them with questions.
Good. Yep.
Because I did not want to portray us in a bad way. And there was more than just the questions involved, but I won't go into details. I can't.
Yep.
But I was very lucky enough to have media training ages ago in a way to use a question to benefit me and the answer I'm going to give. So I can switch a question into making it a positive instead of a negative. So
Brilliant.
the poor guy during the interview, every question, and I would answer back the way I wanted, and his face and the sweating, and he went red, and the poor guy. I felt sorry for him because he's just doing his job, you know?
Yeah.
Even though he was so respectful.
But so were you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm protecting what we love.
Yes.
And also being honest and truthful at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't muck around when it comes to that. But they like if you watch it, you can see my eyes going wider and wider. It's because I would keep answering the same answer to every question. I was getting frustrated.
I'm going to have to watch it back now.
So watching it, every time I watch it now, like, when someone mentions, I go back and I'm like, oh my God, here we go, my face. Oh no. But it's just from, when you've repeated so many times.
Yeah.
It was exhausting. But yeah, first time I ever heard a shark.
Do, though?
Sorry?
Was it fun to do, though?
It was, like, especially those two guys, the cameraman and the producer that went out with me on the hunt. They've never been on a hunt, never been in a forest like that.
Oh, wow.
And they've never seen a firearm that close or even heard a firearm go off. So
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was a shock to their system in every aspect you can think, because city folk, they've never been around it. But towards the end, they were so grateful and they enjoyed every part of it. And they gave me a big hug and they were like, thank you for showing us, that was amazing. We'll never forget it. So hopefully later on one day, if they don't do it, they'll talk about it to their family members and they'll get, curious to try it. And, I always believe in that.
And that's how the journey begins for someone, isn't it? It mightn't be that person, but it might be someone else that they talk to.
Exactly, from their story.
Pursues that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you've been the ambassador for that. Again, well done.
Oh, thank you. I think we're all making an impact in some way, all of us. So even people who are not out there putting on social media, bringing in friends and family or taking meat to a colleague or, they're making an impact and showing people, look what I brought back. There's a story.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you reckon the mainstream media understand like ethical hunting and that sort of stuff? Do you think they're coming around?
I think there is, especially with what was that show that was recent? I think it was SBS or ABC. I can't remember. The one that
Landline?
No, the one that says eating the feral or something. I can't remember.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I forgot the name. I binge watched that whole show.
Yep.
I can't remember the name.
I feel like it's SBS.
I think so. And it was a brother, an Indigenous brother that was the host of that show as well. I can't remember. Oh, man. It had.
But I know exactly. I haven't watched it all,
that
but I know
was
exactly
really
the one you're talking about.
It was really eye-opening, like, mainstream, talking about it, bringing in other really well-known famous people to try out the food,
Yep.
Making it more acceptable and putting out awareness on what damages those delicious animals are causing to our ecosystem as well. It was really environmental. I absolutely loved it. It really connected with what I do.
It's such a good story to tell because, it's really that ethical hunting.
Yeah.
Because you then have beautiful meat to eat as a family.
Yeah.
And you've taken a pest out of the environment. Yeah. Like it's a full circle moment.
Absolutely. We're superheroes.
100%.
We're saving our country.
One feral at a time.
Absolutely. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I asked the question because I feel like I'm a bit rose-colored glasses, glass half full kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I haven't struck
Mm.
a bad interaction to date.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just lucky or whatever, but like everyone that I talk to, because of what I do and all of that sort of stuff now, hunting is woven in.
Yeah.
And it's always, there's more curiosity than there is anything else.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think that's cool.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I get a lot of that, which is, it's fun to see their reaction. It's really good. But on the other side of things, I have copped a lot of negative feedback as well. But I've never let that put me down in any way. You know, I've had back in 2000, towards the end of 2016, early 17, when I was, let's say, discovered. I've had, a person coming in from Victoria, who was an anti-hunter that completely stalked me and my kids, and
Oh my
with
goodness.
threats and things like that, and I had to relocate. So I've had a few instances of kind of, I got to protect myself and my family now. Sometimes I'll slow down, or I'll, be careful with my wordings on social media and with hashtags, because depending on the words, there's a lot of people that monitor specific words to come onto their timelines. So now I change up my words. I am very careful with what I use, so I won't, attract the negative feedback.
It's funny, I do that as well, but I don't do it I hadn't actually thought about it from the perspective you're just talking about now, but it's such an important thing to do, isn't it? You want to share the message, but you also want to share it with the right community and the right people.
Look, I've had people who amazing. I love humanity. I love people. I love the world. But I've had also vegans commenting on my, social media, vegetarians, and they've been so wonderful and understanding, after having a conversation with them, and they're all on board with what I do because of how ethical and kind I am towards nature. And I've had one person also who's a vegan who's become a hunter for conservation's sake.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I know it's a title. Everyone, when they hear vegan, bad, bad, bad. No, every group has good and bad. Every background has good and bad. So we just need to sit down and talk in a civilized manner, with understanding, listening to what they think is right, and then they will listen to what I think is right, and then coming into the middle with, agreement and respect. And we don't have to, absolutely 100% agree with each person's thing, but there needs to be respect at the end of the day, and understanding.
And you talk long enough with someone, you will always find common ground.
Yes, 100%.
I'm a huge fan of Brene Brown, and one of her things is it's really hard to hate up close.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's beautiful.
So bring someone in and have a conversation. Yep, there's going to be stuff that you don't agree on, but there's going to be a lot more stuff that you do agree on.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But if you don't have the conversation, you're never going to agree.
I thrive on debating and discussion, and I don't know, because I think you've been on my Facebook, the private one, recently, and there's some posts that I put on there, that are very personal kind of things, or, political kind of stuff. I don't really publicly talk about it, but I love it when other people who I call my friends as well start commenting and we start debating on there, but it's so respectful, and we agree to disagree kind of thing, but there's still love and kindness and respect towards each other. We never let anything, put kind of a barrier in between us. You know, there's
Lead with love.
exactly,
And everything else
everyone
falls
has
away.
different opinions, everyone has different ideas, you know, but
Yep.
remove
How
hate.
boring would it be if we didn't?
Exactly. Fruit salads.
We're all the blue crayon.
Yes.
But I want to be pink.
Yeah. Oh God. But yeah, like you get what I mean. Like everyone has a different,
Yeah.
you know, way of life, and we need to have some respect towards each other.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
And I always say,
Yeah.
if you don't present yourself well out there, especially as a hunter, you can become your own enemy.
Mm-hmm.
We are
Yeah.
our own worst enemy when we're out there doing, you know, sometimes everyone makes mistakes, but we need to be aware of our language and what words come out of our mouths, especially when we speak about this topic to
Yes.
outsiders. And because it's become a taboo in society now. And, you know, people who do eat meat will tell you to your face, like, you've got it at the markets. Why do you need to go out? That's so barbaric. It's because I like to know, you know, what I'm eating, what's inside my meat. I don't know what's inside the meat at the store. So when we have discussions like that, then they come to an understanding, even though they would never do it on their own, but they start respecting, you know, it's a different kind of,
Yep.
yeah, understanding.
And it's something like, well, I knew what that animal was doing
Yeah.
15 minutes before I started to butcher it.
Yeah. And it's not
Do you
sitting there
know
for
what-
many hours, you know, waiting until to get processed and, yeah, then put on the shelf. That
And-
takes a couple of days.
And I read somewhere or watched something, I don't know, I consume a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And someone was saying that they had a conversation with someone and they were like, oh my God, you eat feral deer.
Yeah.
Oh, I hoped you checked the liver and the kidney and everything before you ate it. And he was like, oh yeah, so like when you go and buy a T-bone from the butcher, he brings the liver out from the cow
Yeah.
that the T-bone came out, so you can inspect that. Well, no, why would they do that? Well, you're asking me to do the same thing about the meat that I am eating.
And
the butcher's not going to show you the liver
no,
of the T-bone.
No, exactly. You would have sold it already if it was good.
That's right.
And another thing I tell people, like when they ask, oh, did you gut it this time? Most of the time, sometimes I don't even have to. I'll just, you know, remove the meat from all around because I would have, you know, hit the internal and there's damage in there. But even from the joints, so when you cut the joints, you'll see if there's any worms or anything like that, then you'll know there's something wrong with it. But if the joint is clean, it's fine.
And if the animal's bouncing around and doing its animal thing beforehand, the most likely, like if you're a crook human, you're not bouncing around a field.
Exactly.
The same goes for animals. If they're crook, they're not bouncing around a field.
Yep. Yep.
So you cull the crook ones and you leave them and do what needs to be done for them.
Yes.
And then you harvest the ones that aren't crook for you and your family to eat. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I know. And it's like one of the most expensive red meats in the market. So we're getting it like in mass amounts for like nothing. It's amazing. We're so lucky.
And I can't go back to store-bought now. I just can't do it. The only meat that we buy store-bought now is chicken. Everything else is we've harvested ourselves.
Yeah, good on you. And that's how it should be.
Like exactly. Yeah. And that sustains meat that our household here.
Yeah.
You know, some neighbours around that I like, and they look after we look after each other, and my dad.
Yeah.
So whatever animal we take, it doesn't just feed us; it feeds the community.
100%. That's amazing.
And it's taken a feral out of someone's farm.
Yeah.
that would have been digging up a
Causing so much
dam or
damage.
eating crops or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. So no, it makes perfect sense to me anyway.
It does.
So before we finish up, where can people follow your journey and connect with you online?
Yeah, so I've got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and they all go under @Kadz, KADZ, .Huntress. So they all use the same words. So if you search me on Google as well, as the female Lebanese hijabi huntress, you'll find me on there as well. It's funny. You can put just like Aussie Muslim woman hunter on Google, it'll come up everywhere. I'm on there. Yeah, I'm on there. It's funny.
#stereotypes.
Yes. It's funny. Oh gosh, yeah.
And this is why we need to get more women into hunting, so that there's a smorgasbord when people search.
100%. We need from all walks of life. Yeah. And different cuisines that bring in, into the hunting community. It's amazing.
And there's one question that I love to ask, and that is, if you had to sum up in one sentence what hunting has given you, what would that be?
It has broken the cycle. And what I mean by breaking the cycle, coming from my background, I have broken a cultural tradition where a woman is not supposed to go out hunting. And I have broken that cycle, and I have given that chance for others who look like me and don't look like me the chance to pursue what I do.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
That is amazing. That's yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I just got a bit emotional, mate. Thank you for what you do, and I have followed you for a while, and I have binged over the last couple of weeks knowing that this was coming up.
That means so much.
I do really appreciate you jumping on this and having a chat.
Thank you.
I don't think this is the last time that you and I are gonna chat.
100%.
But so I really, really appreciate it. And thanks to everyone for listening. I really appreciate the support that Women Who Hunt podcast is getting. A special shout out actually to Gary from Safari Firearms, who's a mutual mate of Kadz and myself.
He's a legend.
He's a cracker of a bloke. So thanks for your support in both parties, Gary. We appreciate. We both appreciate what you do, mate.
Yeah, you bring so much to the community.
He really does, hey?
Yeah, he's a legend.
You'll hear. Still getting used to the language for podcast
You're
land.
doing amazing, honey.
And you'll hear my dulcet tones and another special guest in a fortnight's time. And again, thank you so much, Kadz, for your time and your stories and the message that you're sharing with the community and getting everything out there the way you do.
Thank you so much for having me on, for doing something so amazing and so different. In the hunting community, you're the voice for women out there, and I am so grateful. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kadz. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Take care.